Hi, so welcome to day 8 of our 30-day digital marketing challenge. Now, today we're going to talk about LinkedIn tips, and in advance of our masterclass next week, I thought I'd share some of my insights in terms of really using LinkedIn to your advantage in 2018. Now, as an avid LinkedIn networker, obviously I can see the benefits, and we're using LinkedIn daily. We've got a profile, for instance, I've got maybe 20,000 direct connections and 20,000 followers. Now that's growing every single day. And what I want to really kind of show you is that LinkedIn is a fantastic tool. And just by implementing quick, easy strategies, you can make a huge change, overnight on your LinkedIn profile. And you can get people subscribing day to day. So think about in your digital marketing, how to implement LinkedIn for 10 minutes every day. Well, the quickest thing you can do is download the app. What I want you to do is every day go onto the app and start thinking about LinkedIn as part of this integrated digital marketing experience. Now, lots of people don't really know how to use LinkedIn. I think probably because the advanced sort of features almost make it a little bit complicated. There's no guidance as you go through in terms of how to use each of the sections. Now, if you think about the history of LinkedIn, although LinkedIn started almost 16 years ago, even before Facebook came onto the scene, it was about sort of late 2002, Reid Hoffman, who was the actual co-founder of LinkedIn, was sat in his living room and he was using recruits in his team. They were all old colleagues from SocialNet and PayPal. And they were utilizing all of their experience to build this interactive social network, which was a great idea. But 6 months later, LinkedIn launched. It grew very slowly. And after, the first 20 signups on, they didn't really know whether it was going to attract the audience or the investment, but it did. And soon it got investment from Sequoia Capital, and fast forward to 2018, you've got 500 million members. Now, obviously that doesn't compete anywhere like Facebook because you've got billions of people on Facebook logging in every day. But one thing we do know about LinkedIn is that we trust the content more. We engage with the content, and because it's a commercial network, we seem to be more inclined to be able to interact with other people. Now, I've been a loyal LinkedIn networker since the beginning, but there's so many people that we see on there who are just not really utilizing it in terms of the strategy to drive their influence as an industry expert. Now, this opportunity on LinkedIn means that if you are an expert in your field, which I'm sure every business is, well, that's what you want to be recognized for. So it's not about selling yourself in terms of products and services. It's about establishing yourself as a key leader in whatever you do. So what I want you to do is think of LinkedIn just like a networking event. So picture your LinkedIn newsfeed and imagine everybody in that newsfeed is in a networking event. Now, this is going to be easier to imagine interacting because the tendency on LinkedIn is just to collect people. And just by having a huge network of 20,000 people, it's not going to do anything for your business. It's not going to generate leads. It's not going to establish yourself as an influencer. So I want you to think about if you were looking at your newsfeed and you saw an amazing article or infographic, that person posting it has come up to you at a networking event and said, "What do you think of my infographic?" Now, imagine a human response. Might be great infographic, really insightful. Thanks so much. That was really helpful. And you need to interact. You need to comment, like, and share. You can't be a one-way poster. A LinkedIn voyeur. It's being a participant in this event. And try and think every day, is there something that you can comment, like, and share? Use the app daily. Go on for 10 minutes a day, morning, noon, night, whenever you've got time. But try and make it part of your daily routine because LinkedIn has got the highest free engagement out of any social networking platform. And what we want you to do is grow your network outside your own circle. And I use LinkedIn a lot for sourcing suppliers, connecting with other people in terms of potential partners, and also influencers. So what we want you to do is interact with other people. And as businesses obviously use LinkedIn, they start to recognize that it could be actually one of the biggest lead generators. Now, we get 80% of our actual leads for things like speaking and consultancy and partnerships through LinkedIn. So use it to source suppliers as well. This will help you get it into your daily life. So if I was looking for a translator, for instance, and I don't speak Russian, so I needed to go to an event, I wouldn't go to Google. I would turn to my peers on LinkedIn and ask the question. So try and utilize it like your online contact management database. Now, one other tip on LinkedIn is please complete your profile, but also adding a photo will mean that you get 21 times more views. So managing your LinkedIn account can be a 10 minutes a day job. And it's a huge opportunity out there. There's so many businesses that are utilizing it and reaping the benefits. And if you're not one of them, now is the time to get your strategy in place, because we use a certain strategy that literally does take minutes a day. We are looking at increasing our client engagement by 373% in 1 week. Now, in turn, that engagement is leading to leads and obviously paying customers. That's when the network really comes into play. And one of the things you can do is, if you want to find out more about using LinkedIn to your advantage, is join our group. We're going to be posting an article in there, which is all of the key tips for using LinkedIn to your advantage. You can read in more detail some of the case studies and some of the things that we're doing on LinkedIn to really make it work for us. So in summary, use the LinkedIn app. Try and post a couple of times a week and use things like accolade marketing, which is like telling people what your news is. So if you've been nominated for an amazing award, post it. Human interest stories are what people like to hear. And utilize things like media and stats and facts, infographics and articles. Articles are a great way of promoting content on social media, but without the whole ethos of selling. Remember, tell not sell on social media, and try and establish yourself as a key person of influence for your sector. And using content marketing on LinkedIn is going to be the best way for doing this. Now, hopefully that's helped in terms of getting LinkedIn started. If some of you are already using LinkedIn, brilliant. Start thinking about how you can really utilize it for lead generation. And don't forget, connect with me, Dawn McGruer from Business Consort on LinkedIn. You can see the sorts of things that we're and types of content. So that might give you ideas of things that are working. You can see the engagement that we're getting. We're also running all of these videos on LinkedIn too. So you can see how people interact on Facebook versus LinkedIn. And join us for day 9, which will be high converting email campaigns. And then we'll be looking at things like GDPR, everyone's favorite topic. Well, ironically, this week, we've been doing the Fast Track Digital Marketing course in Manchester, and we have the ICO on the course. And we've been talking about GDPR. That I'm keen to emphasize with people is that there's been a lot of scaremongering in the press. And I'm going to basically come online and I'm going to give you a whole sort of summary of what GDPR means to your business and why it's actually a huge bonus. It shouldn't be something that we're scared of. It should be something we're embracing. But normally, if we demystify something and break it down into actually what it means for your business, hopefully we can help you get prepared for GDPR. And we can obviously make sure that your email campaigns are going to get the maximum open rate and click through. So join us tomorrow for day 9, high converting email campaigns. Thanks so much for everyone who's supported, who's tuning in every day, who's helping us on the 30-day challenge. As I say, we're on day 8. We've still got, obviously, another 22 days to go. So it means a lot. If you can comment, like, and share, and help us on this journey to get 1 million views and bring digital marketing tips to as many people as possible. So see you all tomorrow and have a brilliant day. Take care, everyone. Bye.